In this video we're going to be looking at some of the key definitions that we will be using in geometry. I will also be representing all of these on a plane. So the key words that we're going to look at are plane, infinity, point, line, line segment, collinear, array, parallel and angles or an angle. I'm going to represent these on a plane. Basically all that a plane is a flat surface, so like a desk or the whiteboard or even this page, okay? But the key thing about a plane is that it continues in every direction forever, okay? It doesn't have a specific end or start point, okay? So to start off, I'm going to represent a point on this plane, okay? So I'm just going to draw a little square here and we're going to represent all of our key definitions in this, alright? So an example of a point is just a little dot here and we're going to label it with a letter just so I know that is point A. I can do another one over here, that is point B. Okay, so the key thing about a point is that it has only one position and it has no width or length or depth in a fixed position. Okay. Next up we're going to look at a line. So there's actually two ways we can label a line, so we're going to draw it first. So we just basically draw a line here like this, okay? And the key thing about a line is that it continues in both directions forever. And the way that we label a line is just, so a line obviously can go through many points, but if we say that this line goes through the points A and B, we would label this line as the line AB, just like that. Or you can use a little letter like L or M or Q or P or any letter to represent that line. Okay, but we've used the letters AB because it goes through the points AB. Okay, and just note that a line continues in each direction forever. So it doesn't stop, it just goes through the points AB. Next up we're going to look at a line segment. So if you think about what a segment is in everyday life, it's like a part of something, okay? So a line segment is just basically a part of a line, okay? So I'm going to draw the line segment CD. Okay, and the difference between a line segment and line is that it has a clear start and end point, just like that. Okay, so it doesn't continue in each direction forever. It has a clear start and end point. Okay, and the way that we will label this is we use square brackets and we go CD. So that's the line segment CD. And those brackets represent that that's where it starts and that's where it finishes. So it opens here and it closes here. Okay, next up we're going to look at collinear. So what collinear means. So if we draw a line like so, and we have a number of points, so that you can have millions of points on one single line. Okay, but we're going to draw 4, you can have 5, you can have 2. Okay, so this is E, F, G and H. So as you can see, E, F, G and H are all on the same line. Okay, so because these are all on the same line, we would say that they are collinear. Next up guys, we're going to look at what array means. Basically array is similar to a line and a line segment, except array has a specific start point and then it continues through a point, but it doesn't have a specific end point. Okay, so as you can see, it starts at A, it goes through B, but it doesn't stop at B like a line segment would. Okay, the way that we would label this is it opens at A, it goes through B, but it doesn't stop at B. So we don't actually close the brackets here. Okay, and then second last we have parallel. A parallel line, and you might have done this before in primary school. A parallel line basically means that two lines continue, they're equal distances apart, okay, they continue to infinity in both directions, and they never will meet. They're the same distance apart and they will never ever meet. Okay, so these lines are considered parallel. And then guys, lastly, and I'm just going to move the page down a little bit, I'm going to have to do it off the plane. Okay, we're going to look at what an angle is. So an angle basically starts at a point and it's two rays on top of each other. Okay, so these lines continue to in either direction. Okay, they rotate around a common point, and this in here is the angle that is created. Okay, so that's the angle. Okay, so it's two rays on top of each other. So just a quick recap, we have our point here, that's just, it has no width, length or depth. Our line that continues in both directions, it goes through 2 points but it continues in both directions. It doesn't have a clear start or finish. The line segment, however, does have a clear start and a clear finish. Our ray here has a clear start point but does not have a clear end point. Our collinear is when our points are on the same line. Parallel is when we have two lines that are equal distances apart and will never meet. And then an angle is where two rays are on top of each other and start at a particular point.